SSS and DSWD press conference, mga Filipino ito pwede na magkaroon ng SSS pension at benefits. Bati sa ating mga viewers noong nakaraang linggo, ng Philippine SSS and DSWD ay nagkaroon ng signing of memorandum para sa pagkakaloob ng low-cost social insurance para sa mga benepisyaryo ng Pantupid Pamilyang Pilipina Program or 4Ps. Sa ilalim ng 4Ps AlkanSSSta program, ang DSWD at SSS ay magtatatag ng contribution subsidy table na partikular para sa 4Ps organized group sa pagkupasya ng SSS batay sa actuarial study at aktual na kapasidad ng mga benepisyaryo na magbabayad ng minimum na 570 pesos kada buwan. Narito ang naging press con ng DSWD at SSS. Panoorin mabuti at pakinggang maigi.
If they bring it down, siguro they will have a little less pension than what the 570 person pays for. You know what I'm saying? Yung mga iba, 570, ang pension niya siguro 3,000. Kung 300, siguro ang pension mo 2,000 or 1,500, depending on our actuarial study.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mary? Mary muna. Morning po, Mary po from Radyo Pilipinas. I understand, ang isa po sa mga parang target beneficiaries, yung mga miyembro ng Workers Association, informal sector groups, may number ba tayo, Secretary, kung ilan, from the 4.4 million beneficiaries, ilan ba doon yung mga under nitong Workers Associations, mga...
The goal there is the entire 4.4. I don't think we should subset the 4.4 kasi the 4.4 themselves are the poor, marginalized, and vulnerable. So yan yung nasa database natin. Hindi na importante kung saan subset sila kasali.
Alright. And to us, President Makasait, kung matutuloy po yung 570 pesos na minimum, para lang po sa mga 4Ps beneficiary, magkano po ba yung aasahan nilang benepisyo kapag sila ay nagbabayad ng 570 pesos na kontribusyon sa SSS?
Your question is how much of the pension be if it's say
Yes po,
300?
yan, yung mga
Alam mo,
benefit.
sa SSS, your pension, if you pay 570 for 10 years, siguro what we can do is, pinapaaral ko pa lang ha, huwag nyo munang i-ano to. Today, if your pension is, if you pay 570 for 10 years, your pension will be between 2,000 to 3,000 a month. For 10 years short. What we can do is probably bring it down to, say, 300 or 400, and then we have some corporate sponsors. That's one way of doing it. Meron kami yung pinag-usapan namin in Secretary Rex that we can do parang AlkanSSSta program. Yung nag-AlkanSSSta sila. And then po, pwede sila, siguro a little lower yung pension, pero we can extend the payment period. Instead of just 10 years, siguro we can do it for 12 years so that po, they will get the same pension even if they paid a smaller amount. Kasi po, yung 570 payable in 10 years, may pension na. Sa 4Ps po, ibaba natin yon, pinapaaral ko ngayon, ibaba natin yon, and then extend natin mga siguro 2 to 5 years para ho yung pension nila pareho na rin doon sa nagbabayad ng 570. We can do it that way. This require po actuarial studies talaga. And sila Secretary Rex po, tsaka yung team ko po, meron na po kaming ginawang mga kakausap sa kanila to finalize all these details po.
The important thing there is there's already a starting point that both SSS and DSWD believes that this is another instrument that we can use to provide safety nets for our 4Ps beneficiaries. We acknowledge that they have to be part of the SSS system para not just now but when they graduate out of the program. Remember the graduation of the program when you become self-sufficient or when you reach 7 years. So it's sort of a safety net for them na kailangan nila maunawaan. And that, again, while it's a responsibility of SSS to come up with these creative packages for 4Ps beneficiaries, kami naman, it will be our responsibility to sell those packages to them. When I say sell, make them understand the value of insurance, pension, make them understand na itong opportunity na to is being accorded to us by SSS and only for them. Diba? This special table of contributions.
I'm Ari Silvestre po from UNTV po. Sir, kay Secretary Rex po, bali tanong ko lang po hanggang kailan po yung paghuhulog po nito sa SSS at lahat po ba ng members ng 4Ps automatic magkakaroon po ng SS?
Okay, we answered that a while ago. We'll answer it again. It's voluntary. It's like SSS is voluntary, hindi namin siya pwedeng i-impose on the members. Ano yung pangalawang tanong?
Yung hanggang kailan po yung paghuhulog?
Alin daw?
po yung paghuhulog po ng...
Depends nga on the good president also.
Sige.
Kasasabi ko lang, Iho, no? Kasasabi ko lang. Sinabi ko, ang regular miyembro ng SSS to be vested with SSS rights and pension, kailangan po 10 years, di ba? Sabi ko, dahil baka ang ipapackage natin, mas maliit yung amount, pwede ko extend yung 10, 12, 15 years. Depende sa actuarial studies namin. Ano? So, pwede rin sila maging pensioner. Pero pwede rin 10 years, kaya lang mas maliit. Kung gusto nila kasi level dong parang sa iyo, they have to pay kasi big, 570, hindi nila kaya. Kaya gusto ko paliitin yung amount monthly, pero i-extend ko siya. Yun ang plano ko namin.
Po, sir, salamat po.
Good morning. Clarify ko lang po, saan i-invest itong mga pera na ibabayad ng mga 4-piece beneficiaries to ensure that these insurance premium will also be managed well?
Maris, Maris, the SSS has been in existence for the last 66 years. Today, Maris, we release over 200 billion a year in benefits. And never has SSS failed in the distribution of all these benefits. I want you to know that the fund life of SSS is until 2054. Okay? And the way things are going, we are doing extremely well. Last year, our income was about 80 billion. This year, we'll hit 100 plus billion. So I think, Maris, you should not worry about that. We invested
So we don't
properly.
need to know where it is
we
invested, like for example, T-bills or...
We are very conservative, Maris. We put it in some government bonds, government securities, in the Philippine stock market, and we lend it out to some of our members to our pension loans as well.
Sir, pwede rin po ba sila mag-top up? Kung halimbawa, medyo kumikita na sila, pwede po bang halimbawa yung amount na
Of course.
initially they are
Ito
investing?
po yung maganda dito. Maganda po yung programa ni Secretary Rex, no? Eventually, self-sustaining na yung mga 4Ps, and I'm sure some of them become successful. Instead of just paying 570 pesos, they can bring it up to 1,000 pesos. It depends on them kung magkano nila gusto. Kasi
So
po,
there's no
voluntary to.
limit?
Walang limit.
Wow. Okay. Sir, Secretary, kanina sinabi nyo that it really depends on parang educating the 4-piece beneficiaries no, to invest. Pero I'm sure this is also a challenge because how will you be able to really encourage these members, although it's voluntary, but how will you be able to encourage them considering the fact na parang sasabihin nila, ba't pa kami mag-invest? Yung pang-araw-araw pa lang namin, hindi na nga namin kayang sustentuhan. So how will you encourage, because this is very important, you know, after graduating from the 4-piece program, of course, you've mentioned na kailangan they'll be self-sufficient and they'll be very, kumbaga parang contributing members of the society. So, how
Maris, it's really difficult, pero fighting poverty is never easy. And that's why nga in the 4-piece program, one of its main conditionalities is the family development sessions. And we really have to make sure that one, the packages are attractive. Two, that they understand the value of having a pension. And the challenge there, Maris, is not with the SSS but with our family development session group. Yan ang mandate nila eh. It's not going to be easy. Tama ka doon. Pero it's rather, how to put it, rather than not doing anything, we'll keep on pushing it. To the same degree, marami naman doon sa tinuturo sa family development session are long-term culture changing programs. Hindi behavior change. Hindi siya, social behavior change doesn't happen overnight eh. But in 7 years that they're part of the program, I believe na kakaulit mo sa kanila at kakadrill mo sa kanila ng values, they'll understand. But it all boils down again to how attractive the program is. How realistic is it? Ibig sabihin, sinabi na nga ng ating kaibigan ni President Makasait na gagawin nilang very attractive. So it's up to us. Kaya I used the word kanina, sell. It's really up to us to sell the concept to our 4-piece beneficiaries. But I'd like to point out, Maris, before anything else, again, it's never been done. We've never introduced the concept of insurance or pension in the family development sessions. But to the same degree, we're introducing a whole lot of things in those family development sessions. For instance, we launched a couple of months ago yung e-wallets. We're teaching our 4-piece beneficiaries to migrate from basic deposit accounts to e-wallets like GCash and Maya. So it's not easy, pero we have to do it. And it's our responsibility to future-proof the program and its beneficiaries.
when did they start availing of the program?
Which one to?
This one.
This one?
Alkansa,
We just signed the MOA now, so magsa-start pa lang.
Will how long will it take for you to be able to start? When will the target?
Once the table of contributions has been finalized with SSS, we can start it tomorrow if ready na yon. The fastest, the better. The faster, the better.
But this is the first time that the 4Ps are hearing about it, or has this been introduced
None.
to them?
This is the
in
first.
family
This
program?
is the first time. Maris, remember part of the mandate of the president is one, to review the program. Kasi the program has been running for 15 years. And right now, we're revitalizing components of the program. So, since binuksan mo na, let me talk about these things. One, we're looking at its automation. It's automated right now, but the systems are a bit old na. So we have to, we're already in the process of procuring a more efficient framework for the IT side of it. Kasi ngayon, it still takes time to get the grants. So we're revitalizing that. Two, we're also looking at, remember, the inflation proofing of the program that was announced a couple of months ago.
Abahan bukas ang karugtong nito. Muli ito ang Senyor Balita na guided sa inyo ng mga bulang balita. Totoong impormasyon.